I got this. This was the Mark 1. For no one to have believed that underneath the shell that I got off the nice chap from Gumtree, who's a Scottish fella from a really dodgy estate for £200, these beautiful batteries. Yes. Um, these guys are 12 volt 30 amp hour batteries. There's 5 of them. At the ends, I've chopped all the ends off and I've covered them with a heat shrink just so they're not shorting themselves while in storage. And these 5 were brilliant for moving the extra weight of the Sleepnir Mark 1 there. 4 of them were in the footwell and 1 of them was underneath the seat where you sit. And that 60 volts was going through a 48 volt controller, e-bike controller, and it was just enough to give it an extra boost but not fry the controller, which was good. So I was really happy with the Mark 1. Basically, these batteries I got in from China about a year ago, and they were £1,200 to import. It was a nightmare to get them moved on the plane because they have a habit, even when they're no charged, of being a bit funky at altitude. And I then got hit with duty and fat and different stuff like that. But these batteries were great in the old Sleepnir Mark 1 there, because when I was out and about, no one was looking at my bike saying, "That's cool, I'll nick it." I could just go about shopping and stuff and come back to a bike that was still there. So on the outside it was a cheap shell and I was beating it up and stuff just to add to the charm of it, and then the inside it was being powered by these, and they were perfect for the setup of what I was after. I wanted about 20 mile an hour off the bike, but I wanted, 100, 130 mile range on the thing. The only problem is every time I went out, the cops kept pulling me, and we kept doing the dance over the law of what is an e-bike, what is an EAPC, an electrically assisted pedal cycle, and, the rest of it. And I never got anywhere. I even spoke to the local MP, got through to the Ministry for Transport, corresponded with Baroness Kramer, who wasn't very helpful at all. Yeah, just jabbed you. From the Ministry for Transport, and she just palmed me off with some EU directives. And even though we're leaving the EU, it's not going to help on the law side, and it's a big waste of time. It's going to be like 6 years before anyone looks into that thing. So in the meantime, stripped the Sleepnir 1 down, and Sleepnir Mark 3 is coming up. Sleepnir 1 Mark 1 was the Mark 1 because I received it like that with SLA acid batteries in it that were really beat and worn, but that allowed me to test what the bike was like and to learn a bit about the bike. And then I got these batteries to check these batteries on the circuitry and electronics of the controller and everything, in case I fried everything, and they worked to charm. I was really happy with the power output and capacities and safety and the rest of it. So now these are all out, and what I'll be using is, I've got 4 batteries in mind for the next build. I'll take one away. And on the next build, it's going to be 4 batteries, 2 on the rear of the bike and 2 in a rucksack on the back, I think. I'm going to build an interchangeable system into it, and I think I'll show you in imagery what I'm thinking of. So this is the kind of basic frame I'm trying to work with. Big knobbly tyres on it to get traction on the road, and on the off-road when I'm nipping across fields and stuff. Nice rack on the back to hold the weight of 2 of the lithium-ion batteries there. 48 volt 800 watt hub motor with disc brake front and back should give it plenty enough go in it to get me where I'm going, regardless of hill inclines and stuff. I'm pretty sure this is the 48 volt 10 amp hour battery space, and this one's for the controller. It's 48 volt controller, does 500 watt 22 amps. You can usually push it over a bit and it won't fry. And you can see there the wiring will be going from the battery to the controller, then being sent to the rear hub motor basically. The throttle will be connected up to the electronic controller. The battery here I don't need. It's 48 volt, 10 amp hours. It's not too bad, but I was hoping to carry my weight and to have a bit of extra oomph on the bike and stuff, especially for the trucks, 12 wheelers, getting out of their way. I want the double lithium ion 12 volt 30 amp hours there, and that'll give me 24 volt at 30 amp hour. Then on here there'll be I'll be riding this, and on my back I'll have a backpack which I can put the other two batteries in to get the 48 volts and wire them up from the bike to the backpack. There's two options I could do here. I could take the first option of leaving the two lithium ion batteries on the top and just adding a 24 volt 10 amp hour battery and mounting them sitting on top of the lithium ions. That'd be cool for local shopping, and I can have my backpack without the extra batteries in. I could take the second option for bigger ranges and take the extra 12 volts 30 amp hour batteries, both of those in the backpack, and that'll allow me to, travel in the Lake District, give me a bit of extra strength, and get about the place. That basically, the wiring of that will just come from the controller there into the batteries, and the negative off the batteries can either go to the first system or the second system. And when it comes out of the battery pack, either on my back or the little battery pack on the back there, gets shot back into the controller as a negative and completes the positive negative circuit. A bit of extra strength under the batteries. They're not that heavy, but that could come in handy as long as the metal frame isn't too heavy. Same, I'm not bothered about the look too much. A little box basket thing on the front could be useful to carry stuff about the place. In general, it kind of there looks like an old motorbike or something. I'm hoping with this, because it's got pedals on it and it's got the batteries, it's legal. In perfect world and with the law, I could take out the pedals completely, move the batteries down into the pedal space, and that way it'd lower the centre of gravity, give me a bit more stick to the road, to any off-road. But I think I've pretty much covered it there. It's gonna work all together. I'm gonna mingle it all together. I've got a big chunk of the cost down due to the batteries, which is really handy there. And if I can just get the nice frame, motor, hub motor in the back with the wheels, it'd be sweet. So thanks for watching, guys, checking in on this. Hope it gives you ideas. I'll catch you up. See you soon.